How is it, everyone? Welcome to the 2021 Elkhart County Historical Museum Collections bracket. We're here in Tournament Central with the second matchup of the Elite Eight. Today, we have the 1958 Centennial Band Uniform going up against the Victorian Folding Bed. As always, our staff members will have 2 minutes to describe why their item should move on to the next round, this one being the Final Four. So, let's not talk about it, let's just do it. So let's send it out to the staff to explain their items.
Here we are in the Elkhart County Historical Museum's archives today with our round one winner, the 1958 Elkhart City Centennial Parade Band Uniform worn by the ECHM Band. And I'm here in the archives to just again flesh out how big a deal this was, how big a celebration this was for the city of Elkhart. So to help me do that, I have two scrapbooks from our archives that were put together by Bill Miller, who was the chairman of the steering committee, and he was able to fill 2 whole books with newspaper clippings, programs, photographs, all kinds of things representing just the scale of this event. It even shows that the planning started back in 1957. On this page, you can see the schedule of events, including themed days like Meredith Willson Day. We've also got a photograph of Meredith Willson cutting the ribbon, along with 3 other famous musicians who can actually be seen in a video clip we have of a sort of home movie that was made of the parade from 1958. Also in this scrapbook is the actual telegram from President Eisenhower to the mayor of Elkhart, congratulating him, that I mentioned in the last video. We have that telegram in our collection, which is really neat. But besides all the famous people and all the planning and everything that went into it, which is impressive, the amount of which just everybody in the city got involved is crazy. There was businesses had special sales, restaurants had special menus, the schools got involved, and there was a call put out to every adult man in Elkhart City to stop shaving starting in May of 1958, so they'd have thick, luxurious beards by September to help celebrate the event. Kind of as a nod to the 1850s fashion. So everybody was walking around with these giant beards and had sort of best beard competitions. So again, just shows like how everybody really got involved with this whole event. It was celebrated pretty much community-wide, and this artifact tells that story. And if it makes it to the Final Four, I'll get to tell you the story of a man who wore this uniform. So hope to see you in the Final Four, and thank you so much for watching.
So first off, let me thank everybody for voting the folding bed into the Elite Eight. So the case I'm going to be making today, while this needs to go on further in the tournament, is because this piece is not just a part of our county's history, this is a part of Midwestern history. And the way we were able to find that out is through some detective work. So a few years ago, I was doing a program and we wanted to interpret this item in part of that program. So we had to figure out what we had. We looked in our collections records, we didn't have a lot of information there, so we had to see what this object told us. And thankfully, it had a clue into what it is and why it's a really interesting part of Midwestern history. Because if we pulled it down, thankfully, there's a little marking right here, a little paint that says patented September 7th, 1886. So what I was able to do then is just go online, look at everything that was patented on that date, and this came up. And so what we learned about it is that it was made and designed. It was designed by John Stratham, the superintendent of the Phoenix Furniture Company in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Now that's important because Grand Rapids, Michigan was a huge part of furniture and decorative arts during the 1880s. So much so Grand Rapids was known as Furniture City, and it supplied furniture all across the country. Really great pieces like this. So this piece in our collection tells a really good Midwestern story, and that's why I think it should move on. So vote for the folding bed. And when it moves on, we're going to talk about how, if you own this bed in the 1880s or after, how this bed helps you solve a number of different problems. So don't forget, vote folding bed. There it is, folks. Some really great history there. Hope everyone's taking notes and you can review these. There will be a test at the end. As we said before, you have the decision to make on which item moves forward. Is it the folding bed? Is it the uniform? You need to tell us. So these will be posted on the Elkhart County Historical Museum Facebook page, the Elkhart County Parks YouTube page. It's very simple. You just vote by leaving a comment. Say either folding bed or uniform, and one of these is going to go on to the final four. Pretty soon, we're going to go into the final four and the final two, and we will crown a champion. And we'll see which item reigns supreme, which staff member has bragging rights. So, as we said before, the choice is in your hands. You're the only ones that can decide for us what moves on. So, thank you for watching. Hopefully you're learning something, and we'll see you next time.